Hey, Monika. Hi again, Nairux. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nairux. Oh shit. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into a literature club? Oh my god, I'm saying it right. When you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori, oh yeah, Sayori and Natsuki. Sayori and Natsuki, it's such a big name. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Uh-oh. Monika! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! 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 Good. And I agree, see? She agrees with me. Damn, we're gonna become friends. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Nairux always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helped me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning your room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Why am I spending my time in a room? Damn. And you almost set your house on fire once. What? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, don't be. You're safe, honey, don't worry. Oh, how come? You and Nairux can become good friends too. Sorry. Dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. By the way, speaking of nice gestures today, today's stream is sponsored by, and literally by, Div in chat, because she was the one who donated this game to me. I was gonna play like the free version of this game that is available on their website, but then Div was like, clap, and like this game appeared on my Steam list, and I was like, damn. And you know what that means? It means I have to do like the whole story, and then I'm also gonna do the DLC, which is like the side stories. Which I have no idea what they'll be about, but let's see. Maybe I'll have to make more poems. So, hearts in the chat for Divis. Thanks, Divis. Appreciate you. So where was I? So any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise? Yeah, okay. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Wow, that's actually really nice of her. I actually had a friend who did this to me, and a friend of mine did this to me, and that was the first book that I read ever, basically. I got the book and I read it and I was like, thanks, it was actually quite nice. And then she gave me the next book, and then the next book, and then the next book, and like, I read like the whole book series, and I think it was like 5 or 6 books. So there you go. This happened to me in real life. I just didn't join a literature club. Lured you that way to play this a lot. Well, it worked. So I picked a book, yeah, okay. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Oh, damn, we are in! This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Dude, if she's like this before I read her poem, we are so in. We are going for the Yuri route. And I'm not talking about the lesbian route, because I'm a boy. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. It's gonna be easy, the easiest thing I've ever done. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. What do we do in a club like this one? Like pick a book to read, and then we read it, and then we all like gather and discuss the book, kind of like those book podcasts that exist. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. You know, this kind of reminds me of an anime that I watched a long time ago called Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukunai. And it's about a club for people who have no friends, so they all join this club to become friends with one another and to learn how to make friends. It's kind of weird. Because like the leader of that club has no idea how to socialize and no one around them knows how to do it either. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, Wait a minute, what? So she has 2 of the same book? She picked a book for me and she's reading the same book that she gave me? So that means that she actually bought the book. She bought 2 copies. Damn, I thought she was just lending it to me. Cool. Damn, so she is the waifu. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! Oh, she didn't say crap, it was me. I think she noticed me looking at her. Crap! Oh no! She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Did we already like read the poems and that's why like she's looking at me? But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Gomenasai. Gomenasai! I was just pacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... Oh, she was... Okay. That makes sense. That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread it, some of it. Not for any particular reason. You just want to, like, remember stuff in detail, so you can discuss it with me. That's how it works. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Nice. This guy is my spiritual animal. Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Dude, just do it now, like you're not doing anything. Just like, grab 2 chairs, make a bed, and read. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. What the hell? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Nairu? I don't know, it's my first book. I have no idea. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. This is how Final Fantasy XIV deals with its villains. They suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonists, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Gomenasai. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interests or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. Damn! So she's submissive, huh? Cool. Perfect. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. You're a good guy, Nairu. That Nairu, not me. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh, that was me. I think that was me saying that. Wait, can I go back? How do I go back? I can't. Wait, there has to be a way. Story. Here we go. I might as well get started reading it. Right? Yeah, yes. You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine. I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh god. Oh god. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... Oh my god. What am I supposed to do? I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I'm distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat... comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Hey, get your own, sister. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, I know... Here, this should work, right? Uh-oh, we're gonna read together? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between two of them. Damn, this game is lewd. What next? Are we gonna start holding hands next? It's way too much. It's way too much for Twitch. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. You know what? A reader would never be able to do this with me because I read really slowly. And what would end up happening if I was actually him is like she would end up reading like the 2 pages and I would be at the middle at the middle of the first page. And then she would be like, oh, come on, can you turn the page already? That's exactly what would happen. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! Ah! There you go, that's the life. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb, after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Damn! It's actually kind of distracting to me. This guy really is Japanese. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. She's looking at me. Are you ready? Ready, set, go! Yes! I mean, hey! To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant something else. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I don't know why. 2 reasons. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Yes, exactly. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Damn! Holy shit, she is the waifu. I made like the ultimate choice. I knew it. I knew I did the right choice at choosing her. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, right. Patient. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. I can see that. I can see that. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she... Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. What? Come on, we're having fun. Yuri remained silent for a moment. Was it a moment? I guess. But, Nairu, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! Oh no, I fucked up. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I hate you. I guess I more have meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Shikatanai. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Yes, here we go. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow! God damn it. Be careful, woman. Alright. I guess I'll have to do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Damn, I'm smart. Smart boy. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. That's a horrible thing to do. He will forget. I forgot a lot of times. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find such an inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. I almost fucked up the voice. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Yuri, check this out, girl. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Hell yeah. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Check this out. As Yuri reads the poem... I like that my poem is just like a bunch of random words that I picked. 20 words, huh? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. We are so in! We did it! We're in! Exceptional! Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Oh, why? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicates you have written a lot of poetry before. Really? Damn. Maybe I'm a prodigy. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually like my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. Oh, come on, don't go tsundere on me as well. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. So it's like the literature. I think it's the L's. I think I have a hard time to say L's. I think it's L and E. If you add an L and an E, like I'll go very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem, not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself to me or to Natsuki. Oh, I'm not sure. Never mind. Do you mind if I read your poem now? But please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Do I have to read like this, or will that be like thingies? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the rest of time, the last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm not a poetry appreciator, so let's see what I can say. I'm sorry, I have such trouble handwriting. Nani? I wasn't thinking that at all. I just can't read. I just don't know how to read. But it took you so long to— What? I'm sorry. Really? If I just pressed continue, do you think she didn't say anything? But it took you such a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It actually is. She kind of writes like me. Does that mean that I have a girly handwriting? Nah. Huh? Huh? I almost went full Tim Allen there. Huh? Oh, that's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Or the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Damn. So she nerfed herself for me. Dude, she is the ultimate waifu. Everything that she's doing, like every decision that she's making, is revolving around me. Like, she's the one simping for me. Like, she's simping so hard for me that I don't have the opportunity to simp for her. Well, my character doesn't have the opportunity to simp for her. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Nairu. Really? I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's... oh my god. That's a lot more soul I'm putting in that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive! You're amazing! Huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. Dude, my poem was just like 20 words all mashed up. It wasn't impressive at all, you're crazy. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Oh god. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Nairux. Me too. I'll keep doing my best for me. Who should I show my poem next? You know, let's go for Monika. Why not? Hi, Nairux. Having a good time so far? Yeah, sure. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nairux. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Nairux. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's a life hack, by the way. That's 100% a life hack. If you do that, even at work, like just go with the flow, like go steady, and then when it's really needed, if you up your game up, people will be like so impressed, and they will thank you, and they will actually like appreciate you more, because they know when shit hits the fan, they can trust you, and when shit is not hitting the fan, they won't bother you anyway, like because you're a constant, and when you're a constant, people can depend on you. Of course, you have to be a good constant. If you're a shitty constant, it's not gonna work. So, be a good constant at work, and then do your best when shit hits the fan, then go back to your constant, and no one will bother you. Everyone will just like leave you, they won't like bitch at you, they won't say anything. They will just like, okay, good. You do you, Nairux. Life hack. That way it's always... Okay, I read that. That's not very fair. What do you mean? Of course it's fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yes, I do. Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. You know, I like this as well, but in movies and in games. When like there's no definitive like answer for stuff, I like to like make my own answers for stuff and read what people have to say about like that loose ending. Let's say it like that. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or landing deeply in a see, it's the L! It's the L and the I. Deeply analyze all of the nuances. Oh my god, it really is a weeboo game. I told you, Lazada, I told you. And I'm doing a good job. You know why? Because I already picked a waifu, and I made a sick poem, and she loved it. We are in. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing, exactly. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I just finished my stream. I am beat, and you did a good job, Lazada. I saw your stream for a little bit. You were in as well. You cleared stuff, you cleared the puzzle. You did a good job. I'm proud of you, and you should keep that. Like 3 more streams, maybe 4, and you will finish that game. Good job, man. I'm proud of you. And I believe in you. Just like the good friend that I am. Anyway. See, that's the kind of mood that this game is putting me. All the cheerful, goody-goody mood. I'd like to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. How funny. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Sure. I'm actually interested to see her handwriting. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Let's read it then. Wow, this is actually like a very good handwriting. Yuri has like that kind of doctorish handwriting. Let's see. Hole in a wall. Oh no. She just wrote the lyrics for the Hole in the Wall song. So, hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. This spackle? This spectle? What? What's a spackle? See the direction. The spackle. Whatever. I don't know what the spackle is, but whatever. The spackle. Lots of that. You could actually help me when I don't know like a word. See the direction. The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Damn, she's talking about a lover. I think. Maybe? I like this poem. You do? What I got from this, and this is gonna be like a very small brain take, is that like this poem represents like she loving someone, but she didn't have the courage to tell that person. And and then later she found out that that person actually liked her back. And that person was the one who had the courage to tell her. And then she realized that she could have gone to him like whenever she wanted to, but she was like too afraid, I guess. So she was the one locked in her own little bubble. And she was afraid to pop it, to go talk to him. That's what I think this is. Maybe I'm wrong. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poem a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's a perfect tip as well. And that's good not only for writing. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. It's a good advice. Thanks for listening! Who should I show my poem to? Dude, I'm gonna show my poem to Sayori. Oh, and wish me luck. Okay, here we go. Lazada, there's a reason that I just did that. Get ready. Sayori. Sayori. Really? Sayori? So it's not Sayori, it's Sayori, okay. This is a good poem, Nairux. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy to just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Nairux. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Really? I guess I can see that. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. The whole picture. I just wrote that poem for Yuri. No one else. Knowing how much this means to her and all? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, she has a really nice handwriting as well. I wonder what my handwriting is, actually. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. Aw, this could be a song, actually. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I am. I want breakfast. This is my favorite poem so far. Sayori! This is a beautiful poem. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? What? Is he making fun of her? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Why does she have a man voice? Because at the beginning of the game, like, this was the first person who spoke to me. And it didn't say any name. It didn't say if it was a boy, if it was a girl. And I was like, is this a boy? Is this a manly voice? Or is it a girly voice? And then Divi said, manly voice. And I was like, okay. I think she was like saying that I was the man, like I was the guy. but since I thought that she was saying that this person was a guy, then I just gave him a manly voice. And that's it. I told him during the first hey, when they didn't show the character yet, that it's manly. And that now she has a manly voice. And it's really hard. So it was like, I was reading, hey! And then this appeared, this girl appeared, and I was like, oh, well, now I have to commit. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next? And this is Natsuki. She's like the tsundere, like lolly girl. And since I can't do like a very high-pitched voice, because it's kind of the middle of the night, I gave him Kel's voice from Omori. So there you go. I'm actually voicing two people who are actually super hard to voice for me. I regret everything. Well, Davis, it is what it is. Excuse me. Nairux, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Wow, what a bitch. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer, sorry. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine, well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. You got 100 followers now. Gotta step up the game. This is true. Is this girl serious? She's shit-talking me and this is her poem? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I so wish I had like options to choose, and I wish one of the options would be this is shit, should be a shame. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it, sure. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you I am, of course. It's the greatest poem I've ever read in my whole life. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Yeah, it really hit me hard. She basically did violets are red, no, roses are red, violets are purple, whatever the hell. Shut up! I'm not good at colors. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be real disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Just go to your corner. Stop talking to me. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh right, wow, so talented. So you basically made a rap song, but you made it so it didn't rhyme. Wow, you are so talented. What a nice excuse. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. Dude, she's a mumble rapper. That's what she is. That was a mumble rap. That's why I hate it. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Whatever you say. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. How old is she? Wait a minute. Wait, what? But in the beginning of the game, like, there was like a message that told me that every single person here was 18 or above. Okay, I'm confused. Phew, I guess that's everyone. Well, I guess everyone can be 18 or above and you can still be the youngest. Okay, never mind. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Yes, all characters are at least 18, exactly. So maybe she's like 18, and then there's like 18 in 1 month, 18 and maybe one of them is 19. This is a literature club, a literature club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Damn, Yuri is not like, she's just like looking at this and is like, what the fuck am I reading? She's gonna spit on the piece of paper, like, spit on the paper and give it to her. You did a good job, Natsuki. and Natsuki's gonna wipe her ass with her poem. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy? Ah, thanks. Yours is... cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Which waifu is my favorite? It's this one. Wait, not Natsuki, the other one. The one on the left, Yuri. The one with the lesbian name. Literally. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Like the hobo outside of school, always asking for money. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Nairux did too. I am innocent. I did not say that I liked it. I just said that it was like good enough, okay? Don't bring me into this. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, it sucks. Excuse me? Then are they gonna fight? Cat fight? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Damn. Slow burn. I never liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand her poem, but who cares? I'll just say that I like it and get some Yuri points. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Uh-oh. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Nairux appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know why he didn't appreciate my advice more? Ask me. I have the answer ready. Are you that full of yourself, bitch? No. If I was so full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew the size bigger as soon as Nairux started showing up. What? They did? Damn, that's my special power? Damn! Finally! Finally a power that I can use. Hell yeah. I love this new power. So, we just learned that we have the power to make girls' boobs bigger. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... Nothing, Yuri. This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls run towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Nairux, she's just trying to make me look bad. No, she's making you look good. If that's true what she just said. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poem all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have it figured it out. It depends. In a way I agree with this, but in another way it really depends on the poem. Excuse me. Help me explain that to her, Nairux. Mate! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. See, she's like the smart waifu. You understand that, right, Nairux? Dude, am I actually gonna have, like, options? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Well, if I have the powers to make Yuri's boobs larger, then of course I'm going to pick Yuri. Boop. Wait. Why is he saying Natsuki? Did I press the Natsuki button? No. Please, don't tell me that I pressed the Natsuki button. Natsuki. You're right that I like your poem. See?
Mate! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean, bitch! You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. Exactly! You better shut up before I expel you from the club. That's not what happened at all! Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri. Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's not a secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when he said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. You called her a bitch, called her a whore, you called her a cow, you told her that her boobs were way too big, which is not true at all. You said more stuff that I don't remember, but you said a lot of things that you shouldn't. You're fired. I'm sorry, but you're fired. Yuri means well.
And if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? You're the weakest link. Goodbye, Natsuki. Yeah. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Dude, she's gonna leave the club and join the manga club, the anime club. Then she can argue with the anime people, with all the nerds. She's trapped at this point, being defiant, only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. I don't.
Oh, sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sorry, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. Fuck all you guys, I'm going home.
She's Cartman. That's exactly who she is. She's Cartman from South Park.
I'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Without a warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh, come on, now I feel a little bit bad because of it.
Natsuki!
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. Maybe I should say yes, then she'll try her hardest, like, to make me love her again. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Nairux, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. Only now? It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know...
About the boobs? Is it true?
I would never do anything so shameful. What? What do you mean? So... What thing did Natsuki say? Oh god, oh god. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Oh, sure, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright.
Well, mostly. Nairux, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was fine, I guess. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself, with newfound determination.
Nairux, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Nairux, It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too.
That's,
Every day is going to be so much fun. Ugh. It looks
like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? What do you mean? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. What? Another poem? So is that our homework every time?